day, grade 10 learners. Our topic for today is making sense of graphs. Did you know, whenever the results are presented, if there's an improvement, there'll be a very big bar presented. And whenever there is a decline in the results, the bar will be made smaller. Why is it like that? Mainly because the graphs are telling a story. By mere looking at the graph, you can be able to tell the impact, whether the impact of the lesson, if there was a lesson or if learners have attended the school for the whole year, then was it positive or negative? The bigger it is, the more positive impact it presents. And then if it is smaller, it presents that it was just a slight difference. So the graphs tells a story. Come with me as we navigate this journey of the graphs which are telling a story. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to do the following. First one, explain the story represented in a graph. Secondly, you should be able to move between representations of relationships. Thirdly, you should be able to identify and distinguish between the following: the dependent and independent variables. Secondly, discrete and continuous variables. Finally, maximum and minimum values. Let us have a look at the content that we need to cover. The content that we are going to cover is the following: the line graph, the bar graph, as well as the pie chart. So as we are explaining and interpreting the graphs which are telling the story, we will be focusing mainly on the three graphs. Let us have a look at the content that was covered previously, which needs to be applied in this lesson. Firstly, identifying dependent variables from the graph, identifying the independent variables from the graph, and then working with graphs and tables of direct proportion, as well as working with graphs and tables of inverse proportion. So let us get the practice of what you learned previously so that you can remember as we are going to apply it now here. The local church has decided to donate bags of maize meal. Each family will donate 10 kilograms of maize meal. The following table represents the relationship between number of families and number of 1 kilogram bags of maize meal. Okay, the first question now. Identify the dependent variable. What is the dependent variable, by the way? Just to remind you, the dependent variable is the variable which can be measured, the one which is depending on the independent variable. So based on this one, the number of 1 kilogram pegs is the one which is depending on the number of families. So if you have one family, you will have 10 pegs. If you have 2, you will have 20. Therefore, we say the number of 1 kilogram pegs is your dependent variable. So this is our dependent variable. That is the answer for the first question. So let us continue. The next question is the relationship between the number of families and number of 1 kilogram pegs directly or inversely proportional. Explain. So how do we know if the relationship is directly proportional or inversely proportional? We say when it's directly proportional, it's when both variables are increasing or both variables are decreasing. And when it's inversely proportional, is when one variable increases, the other one decreases. So let us have a look. Let's look at this pattern. So looking at this pattern, you can see that as the number of families increases, the number of pegs increases as well. Therefore, the question was, is the relationship directly proportional or inversely proportional? Then we say the relationship, therefore, is directly proportional. Why is it directly proportional? Mainly because when one variable increases, the other one increases as well. So I hope you can see from the graph that the increase in one variable causes the other variable to increase as well. So let us move to the third question. Calculate the number of families needed to donate 120 kilograms of maize meal. So if we have 120 kilograms of maize meal and we say one family donates 10, we can as well divide 120 by, remember, because one family donates 10, we can say 10 by 1 kgs and we will have 10 kilograms. So to determine the number of families needed to donate 120 kilograms, we can as well say 120 divide by 10 and we will get 12 families because it's 10 kilogram per family. Then kilogram will divide with kilogram and we will have 12 families which should donate 120 kilograms. I want us to take a short break. We will continue with the practice.